Hello everybody. So I'm probably not gonna talk a whole lot. I just want to play this. Do the Solas Romance. Not had a good day today, so not really gonna try to talk. Thank you everybody who is joining me for stream or video playback. Everybody have a good day. Thank you. I'm going to Skyhold. Get together with Solas, and that's what I'm doing. Because apparently I need some fantasy in my life since I don't have reality. Reality is nothing but crap. Alright, let's just do this. Okay. This way.
More healing drafts for you, revered mother. Thank you. My scouts still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find. Let's see what we have.
To work?
At your service.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Mages! Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
You did it. Solas confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Forces approaching! To arms!
What the... We must get to the gates!
This isn't good, and it was never good.
We have to put up barricades or something.
This bodes poorly.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. But this Elder One...
He's very angry that You took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force.
Is
Use
Colin
everything you
older?
can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them! That is Samson! He will not make it easy!
Eyebrows
Inquisition!
are curved
With the
around.
herald!
Like he has
For your lives!
a lot of wrinkles. My eyes are just... I don't know. Looks weird. Oh, well, now I can't change my staff right now. Level 9, yes.
Almost ready. Keep them off us.
Oh, I better have that. Oh. Right, that's not on the thing I was supposed to do for In Hush Whispers. I'll supply caches. In Hush Whispers, I did that and did not get a trophy. He needs to get on the frickin' to set off the mine now. People, cause
Keep them back. We're ready to fire.
still coming. It's hard. Alright. Walk into that. Doesn't really work. one's even actually used a potion.
More incoming. Keep them off the trebuchet.
Solas, use a potion.
Damn pissed, no! Everyone to the gates!
Help me with this door! Good one! Just grabbing essentials. Won't die for the forge. Everyone inside! Move it! Move it! Everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Haven must evacuate to the Chantry!
Climb over that fence like that when I can't climb over that fence like that. Wall of 6 stakes. Like seriously stuck into the wall. Well, they finally give me a trials reward. Is this the building? the one. I just wasted my time. This always activates first. Okay. This goes by what activates on the screen.
Someone's yelling.
I knew you'd come.
This is great. Look at everybody get stuck in here. Oh, this is funny. I think ice mines would actually work. Oh, no, they don't. It's not. Alright, hurry up.
Someone's yelling.
Our Lady is with you, Herald. Thank you.
Harold!
Okay,
What's happening?
got those.
Thank you.
Which one is
Someone's yelling.
Back, you bastards! Didn't expect this from you. Thanks. Let's go.
Someone's yelling.
Yeah, if this would open, maybe it would work. Besides, he was hiding out in here with his chest.
We've rallied everyone! Into the chantry!
Oh yeah, and then I get stuck behind here. Like, okay.
Move! Keep going! The chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If you know why he wants me, just say it.
I don't. He's too loud. It hurts to hear him. He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them. Kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you've made
Come
the
here,
summer
puppy.
pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers. I don't know. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. What of your escape?
Zelda, come here.
Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Zelda.
Herald, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
I understand the strategy, but I usually avoid drawing this much attention.
Holy crap! What the? Who the hell's on me? Hey, give me an ice armor. What the hell? Yes, you're here, Zelda. Yes, Zelda. Oh, come here. Don't scratch me. Come here. Go. And up here. Here or out the gate? Out the gate. Wait, no? Oh.
Trebuchet must be aimed, quickly!
coming our way.
Big guy here yet? Way too many waves of enemies. You fallen in ice. Oh, anyway, I made a comment that it was going to give me a Trials reward finally. Yeah, they don't give you any at the beginning of the game before you go to Skyhold. The Trials rewards never activate. If I turn on Grizzly Bears all the time, the Trials, it'll never give me a trial thing, reward. This quest though, heading to Skyhold, I got a reward.
Move! Now!
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken. No more.
Whatever you are, I'm not afraid.
Words mortals often hurl at the darkness. Once they were mine, they are always lies. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
Why are you here? What do you want from us?
I ask for nothing, because it is not in your power to give. But that will not stop me. I am here for the anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gore.
Take it! I didn't ask for this!
Mortals have always cried thus. Praise me, for I would end the silence that answers. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion Withered to Winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
You expect me to fight, but that's not why I kept you talking. Enjoy your victory. Here's your prize!
what a level 12 despair demon can do. Like that rift out in the hinterlands. For some reason, I'm not walking slow. I'm just slowing down now, but I wasn't. I mean, this is still on fire. See, I'm not going slow though. It's just one other time I got to the people before I fell down. I walked up to them, standing there at the side of the mountain waiting for me to get to that spot. Is this the slowness I'm supposed to be now?
It's cold. Nothing.
Whoa, Solas, come get me. Turn to the side. What is...
Embers. Recent?
One time I got here too fast on this part and they were just standing there.
There! It's her!
Thank the Maker!
Having some food.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
You need rest. They've been at it for hours. They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus. Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are? We are not sure where we are. Which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creep. Only his effect on us.
Why do you claim he still commands the numbers when I killed so many of them? Did I not win? Mm. What life work? Oh. I don't have a drink. What happened to all my questions? That's the last thing. Isn't that the last? Get on the other side. Can't have my food.
The only thing yelling gets us is a headache. Another headache. They know. But our situation, your situation, is complicated. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear. And the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept. What we have been called to endure. What we perhaps must come to believe. I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die. Of course. And the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us? You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens? Scripture says magisters, the winter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him. Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden. If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such. If the enemy is still out there, these questions don't matter. We need soldiers, weapons. Corypheus doesn't care what we believe. Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. The shepherd lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long, and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day.
Can't I ever have people that have faith in me like that?
Corypheus will care. The best answer to powerful lies are certain truths.
A word. The humans have not raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting.
Our people.
The faith is hard-won, Lethaline. Worthy of pride, save one detail.
The threat Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
Didn't you see? The people trust me implicitly.
Faith tends to make martyrs of its champions. Whatever the case, that trust cannot grow in the wilderness. You will need every advantage. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
This isn't more about me being divinely touched, is it?
I won't ask you to believe. Whether it's true or not, that's not why you're here now. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
Are you insane? They expect a savior, someone with divine power.
They want you.
Because they think I'm chosen.
They believe you are chosen because of what you have done, what you have inspired in all of us. Without you, there would be no Inquisition.
Do that
Where you lead
choice
us,
before.
what kind of leader you are, that is up to you.
Totally say absolutely no to all the divine chosen stuff. Are you insane?
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm an elf standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us.
Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor! So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and opened your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
I do have Dragon Maw. I just got used to using the Inquisition one, I guess, but I got Dragon Maw, but I don't have Flames with Inquisition. The Dragon Maw came with that. Flames the Inquisition. So I was trying to download stuff. Of course, I couldn't find a place to download it. For Flames the Inquisition now.
Where's my hammer?
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner...
Everything.
The court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be...
Exactly what do you mean?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her... Leliana reports that a group... Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. Celine is holding peace. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
I...
My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way. Inquisitor.
Are you all right, Leliana?
Are you?
I suppose not. Haven was trying.
Whoa, so there.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Good afternoon.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
More interesting than this.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Felt the whole world change?
A figure of speech.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You change everything.
Sweet talker.
We shouldn't. It isn't right. Not even here.
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Except for that ugly looking mask. That wall painting is so good. The ceiling wall up there painting, yes, you know. Yeah. said HUD off. Still says judge the prisoner. HUD off. Quest tracker phase. You are not active, trespass quest
They've
tracker.
certainly spared no expense.
Quest tracker, get off the screen. Can I take a picture of a mountain without a judge the prisoner in my way? There we go. Now get me in the way.
It's looking good. Not good enough, but good.
We've stopped losing at least.
Sleep well?
I've never done anything like that before, on a number of levels.
I apologize. The kiss was impulsive and ill-considered, and I should not have encouraged it.
You say that, but you're the one who started with tongue.
I did no such thing.
Oh, does it not count if it's only Fade tongue?
It has been a long time, and things have always been easier for me in the Fade. I am not certain this is the best idea. It could lead to trouble.
I'm willing to take that chance, if you are.
Maybe, yes. If I could take a little time to think. There are considerations.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you. I am not often thrown by things that happen in dreams, but I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
Yes, Solus, you're awake.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhall. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. We must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believed the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Devinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Gentle love and gentle hearts and gentle kindness. All that. Where's that for me, huh?
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. Primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered, though their cause was all but hopeless. They sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, he's sat down to have some tea. Tea time. Dream. Get this. I can't get this. I was at 25 minutes, was it? I need to go talk to Hawk. Talk to Black. Better not be in love with me. Specializations. And this. 5 minutes.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
You didn't fall in love with me, right?
So, this is Skyhold.
I only did the one flirt and to recruit him.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Or does he still think
we'll be
he's
able to
not
see
safe?
Corypheus coming from miles away.
Corypheus thinks we're beaten. By the time he finds us, we'll be legion.
I know soldiers. I know our soldiers. Corypheus made 100 enemies when he kicked down our door. And when he came after you, he really made it personal. I swear I'll take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Still wants to flirt.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. In spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you.
Yes, I
Tell me
found out if
honestly,
you flirt with Blackwall
are you what
here,
they
it
say you are?
screws up
Andraste's chosen.
romance with after the spirit. You can't do the balcony, see?
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
It's Blackwell.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you,
Blackwell
they'd be consumed by despair.
The
We all would.
overriding romance.
They need you to be Andraste's
Solas.
messenger. It gives them hope.
Colin.
The truth doesn't matter.
I don't know whoever else.
Listen to me talk. Your
Probably
time is
above all of
valuable
them.
and I've
I
wasted
don't know
enough of it.
why. Because if you're flirting with multiple... Okay. It doesn't matter, Sarah. If you're flirting with multiple people, Colin is the first one to say, oh, I heard you were interested. Solas apparently don't want to be interested in you if you're flirting with Blackwell. I had to go through the whole thing to search for his ruins because I have to break up with him. So I had to do the ruins quest so I could go turn around and break up with him. Oh, wait, where am I going? Let's go find Hawk. It's a mage now. The other one I had was Septa Warrior, and I never had it changed for a long time. But it said your brother Carver, so that means she's a mage.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison. Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari. I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about? There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side. So, then, what can I tell you? Varric said that you fought Corypheus before. Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again. If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them? It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Alistair. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your
hear
friend
Alistair
disappear
talk about
with them?
how he loved me.
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood. If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens? The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it. Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe. Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more. I appreciate the help. I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Wait, what? I thought she was... Isn't that mage? Wait. Oh, I made her a mage that stood with the, Templars? I did that.
Why did you step down as Viscountess? I told you that the Templars in Kirkwall were red lyrium. It made them paranoid, and eventually they turned on me. I left Kirkwall to try to find out more.
Yeah, I did a weird world stay down here. For Hawk, a mage that stood with the Templars to become Viscountess.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like? I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him. Except this insane need to start a war no one could win. I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now? When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. Fenris would have killed himself to protect me. I didn't want to give him that chance.
Fenris.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus. The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's all Tevinter magic. But he was dead, I swear it. I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me? Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion anymore, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was,
I know this. Pretty sure this isn't what I set up on computer when I loaded the computers. Dragon Age keep to computer. I went and switched it to Alistair because I wanted to hear him talk about me, the romance, but then I'm sure I didn't do that stuff with Hawk. The one I did here was before.
We'll talk later. I'll meet you at Crestwood.
That's Mage, right? Because she has a tattoo. But what Mage is the only one that has a tattoo? Or is they rune? Mage or something? Oh man, sorry, I need to get to bed. Wait, nobody's in here yet either.
Well, let me know if you find one.
There's a book is here without her being in here. Wait, yeah, I can catch that.
Your sons. I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Oh, Inquisitor,
You want to be a cleaner?
I saw some back.
Okay. New to crew.
Did you hear the news?
Yes, sir.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Can you think...
I suspect Haven's might be worth sending the boys back. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet. Certainly. What can I tell you?
Do the charges specialize?
Bull doesn't want to... I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit.
Are there...
If you don't want to... There's also a code who accepts surrenders for... Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got...
Have you had it?
The nobles... We ended up retreating after all that.
We'll talk later. Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Shouldn't you...
Not me, though. Then I signed on. Wanted to see...
What's been good?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
A lot of our people just died. We will discuss whose fault that is later.
Now is always the time, my dear. The past cannot be changed, and tomorrow may never come. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry. Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Drasdale, what did I step in?
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be... Impossible things aren't surprises.
I can't help you if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Corypheus thing. A magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, Seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too much, isn't it? How pretty are you that I actually think this shite is possible?
I like to hear this. The pretty part, not the overwhelmed by everything part.
Oh, sure. Don't mind the bung ripped through the heavens, love. Primp and toss and all is well. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice, simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order. For now.
I'm hoping you'll stick around. Never know what might interest you.
I suppose, yeah. That could be Lady Herald.
Inquisitor?
I'm almost asleep.
Inquisitor?
King Balin. I put a lot of different things in here.
Let us begin.
I never want King Balin because he's a murderer, but in choice of who's gonna do the most, it's actually Balin. Other guy just does nothing and sticks to tradition. Basically does nothing, even though he's morally good. Didn't murder everybody in his way to get to the throne. I'm gonna fall asleep as soon as Merrick and Cassandra have it out. Should I see if I can get a Cassandra reaction? Because I didn't ask her any.
Need something?
No. What? Oh, I have to go to Cassandra.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
How do you and Cassandra...
You heard about the Kirk... The Seeker had questions about that. And I had answers.
Are you...
Free march. And despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirkwall's not...
I'm not...
I'm a business... merchant spy. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous, maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances.
Hi.
Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Code Vein is like Bloodborne a little bit. That's interesting.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we
I'll
own
have
half
to
a
look it
beet
up.
plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
Yeah.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one
I'm
like it.
just about to fall asleep.
Bianca, she's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Yeah.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
Yeah, I love
damned right I
Dragon
did.
Age.
You conniving
My
little
favorite
shit.
game series.
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What did you expect?
Hey, enough! You're taking his side? I said enough! We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
She needs to lay off, yeah.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed
Everybody
him.
there died.
He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Templars in Kirkwall, but she had so many enemies. I could have been one of them. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
I don't truly usually support the Templars. I did it to be Viscount.
We can't afford any more mistakes.
You think I don't know that?
I'm
She's
making
gonna
sure.
get mad and get drunk. I've never made her get drunk
I
before.
want you to know. I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
When do you get upset and get drunk? Okay, I never made this happen before.
Ah, here comes the hero of our age. Mighty tamer of the dreaded Mage Rebellion. Once lowly prisoner, now the fabled Herald of Andraste. A toast to you, my lady.
You're drunk. That's a new one.
Yes, we're all changing, aren't we? Everything's changing.
And that makes you unhappy.
You! Coddling the mages, encouraging them as if they didn't almost cost us everything. I have watched you, even exalted you as you straddled the world. And I'm the one who raised you up.
I watched somebody else have this thing online. You straddle the world. That sounds so funny. Yes, you did. I really didn't ask for this.
You speak as though I asked for any of this.
Clearly you are innocent of all that followed. Corypheus still lives. My work is not yet done. Leave me be, Inquisitor. Go, do what you must.
Okay, where am I? Oh.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages become... No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might.
We can certainly...
I will mark, and I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I'd like your advice. That's up there even though she's mad at me?
Can you tell me?
We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How? We disciplined the Templars, and if you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist.
Oh, well,
in my heart, I
me
believe they can still be salvaged, but
more
not by their own hands.
disapproval.
Seekers can gain other gifts.
That was just one of the questions.
Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. The Seekers saw themselves as justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes, the moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith.
Was it some...
I don't fully understand. What? I'm told it is impossible, however.
I've no...
Okay. Now I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for watching my stream or video. Everybody have a good night and a good day. And goodbye. Thank you.